Hi, thanks for joining us once again. Another episode of Money TV. I'm Donald Baillargeon. So glad you could be with us. Money TV is a program all about money and what makes it happen. Now, as the world is coming to grip with the ever-increasing threat of the Ebola virus, the subject's become the most discussed topic on Wall Street. Now, Wall Street's all about money, make no mistake, but no one's ignoring the human cost, but the financial burden of Ebola also merits discussion. The initial 18-month estimate of Ebola costs is about $35 billion if, and this is a big if the disease is somehow limited to the neighboring countries of Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Guinea. If, however, Ebola becomes a global pandemic, those numbers can be multiplied by the hundreds or even thousands. We're not just trying to talk about the cost and trying to isolate and treat the disease. We're talking about the far-reaching economic impact of something that, frankly, we've not seen before in the modern world. Ebola is dangerous. The mortality rate is 70% or higher. No one seems to be able to agree unilaterally how the disease is spread. No one can seem to agree how to prevent the spread. A nurse in Dallas who was well-trained and equipped to deal with infectious diseases is now battling it herself after treating an Ebola patient. If a nurse in a hospital can catch it, anyone, anywhere can as well. If people become concerned about leaving their homes, what happens to the consumer economy in the United States? What happens to retail stores, restaurants, appliance dealers, car dealers? What happens to our economy if people are afraid to come into contact with other people? What if fear of Ebola keeps people off of airplanes, off trains, off buses, out of taxi cabs? Now, you may say I'm looking at this in a worst-case scenario, but let's be frank. This has to be looked at under every possible scenario. Our government is moving so slowly on this issue, it almost seems like they're more interested about being politically correct than they are about protecting the people. Now, at some airports, we're reading the temperatures of people who are entering the country from parts of the world affected by Ebola. But what do we really know about the gestation period of Ebola? What we're doing is not enough. There have been a number of Ebola scares in the U.S. this week, and chances are more cases of Ebola will come up. The media is all over this story. But our fragile economy is based upon emotion, on our faith in it, as it were. As dangerous as Ebola is to a human being, the fear of Ebola is just as dangerous to our economy. Now, here's our toll-free number, good from anywhere in the world, for free information about our featured guest. Toll-free, 888-259-4449. When you do call, be sure and ask to be added to the subscription list of our Money TV newsletter. Again, it is also free. It's an email publication, so we will need your email address. Again, toll-free, 888-259-4449. On your mobile phone, just text Money TV to go 800 or 46800. Visit us at moneytv.net. Please like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.